On the news, Nigeria police re-strategize to tackle insecurity in Lagos. World Cultural Day, arts and culture experts describe culture as a tool, plus entertainment and sports. Hello, and welcome to NTA2 News at this hour. I am Adejoke Odeka. Thank you for joining us. The Media and Publicity Subcommittee of the Inter-Ministerial Committee, IMC, on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's first anniversary has released the first phase of the timetable for activities lined up to mark the event. Schedule of events is expected to begin on Wednesday, the 22nd of May 2024, with a World Press Conference aimed at projecting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration's achievements and future plans. The World Press Conference will be held at the National Press Center, Radio House, Abuja, at 10 a.m. Following this, sectoral updates focusing on each ministry's specific accomplishments and goals will continue until Friday, the 24th of May 2024. All briefing activities will be held at the National Press Center, Radio House, Abuja. Moving on to security. Repent and become good citizens or relocate from Zone 2. This is a warning to criminals from the Assistant Inspector General of Police Zone 2, AIG Olatoye Durosemi, while on a working visit to police headquarters, Ikeja, where he interacted with officers and men of the Lagos State Command, as well as other stakeholders.
The man leading activities to flush out criminals from Zone 2 Police Command, which covers Lagos and Ogun states. He is at the Lagos State Police Command to rub minds with officers and men under his area of responsibility. Modern-day policing with remarkable results is what he intends to achieve in Zone 2.
I want us to know that Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is very important to us, and I'm collaborating with the CP Lagos and CP Ogun, even CP Oyo, to ensure that people drive that highway without any embarrassment. The same analogy applies to Badagry Maitu Expressway.
Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Adegoke Fayoade, believes the AIG's visit will enhance the command and zone's joint effort of safeguarding the state.
We have intensified our effort to curb criminal activities. This includes consistent raids on suspected criminal hideouts, stringent measures against the misuse of motorcycles commonly used in committing crime, maintaining law and order to ensure that Lagos continues to set a standard of security for others to follow.
With continuous synergy between the Lagos State Police Command and Zone 2 Police Headquarters, the force is assuring citizens of safety and peace. In Lagos, Hinginu, John Adams, NTA News.
And still on security, Nigerians can expect a more professional private security guards industry in the coming months as the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, moves to reform the sector. Victor Azu was at the stakeholders' engagement with the minister and now reports.
It's the stakeholders' consultative meeting on the Nigeria private security guards industry, convened by the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, flanked by heads of agencies in the Ministry of Interior. The minister is meeting with private security practitioners in an effort to standardize the industry and ensure safety of Nigerians.
We think there should be domestic license, there should be industrial license, and there should be a combo license, depending on the capacity of the companies in terms of technical know-how, in terms of their capital, and in terms of their reach, national spread. And of course, ensure that once somebody comes in as a guard, we have his biometrics, we have his data. In case if there's any issue, we can track you and make sure that justice catches up with you.
Tunji-Ojo's work is already half done. He has the buy-in of licensed practitioners who are already looking to play a bigger role in the national security architecture.
This is an industry that employs over 5 million Nigerians in both formal and informal sector. And if our services are optimized, standardized, I believe it will greatly help in reducing the burden on the state actors.
An 8-member committee headed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Dr. Aishatun Dayako, has now been set up to aggregate recommendations leading to a policy that will further strengthen the private security industry. In Abuja, Victor Azu, NTA News.
Moving on now, Minister of Arts and Culture, Hannatu Musawa, urges Nigerians to celebrate cultural diversity as a source of strength and unity. She emphasizes the need to appreciate and promote Nigeria's diverse cultural heritage to drive economic development, social well-being, and national unity. Minister Musawa encourages Nigerians to take pride in their culture and see diversity as a strength, not a source of conflict. She announces the ministry's continued efforts to promote Nigeria's creative economy and boost its image in line with its 8-point plan to make Nigeria Africa's creative capital by 2030. World Culture Day, commemorated on the 21st of May, raises awareness on the role of culture in sustainable development. Minister Musawa calls on Nigerians to present their culture with pride and appreciate diversity as a source of strength and unity. Experts are advocating the need for every Nigerian to recognize and respect people's values, beliefs, and ways of life that are different from theirs. Correspondent reports that this is coming as the world marks Cultural Diversity and Dialogue Development Day, with the theme Museums for Education and Research.
Cultural diversity adds to the beauty of life, as it involves acknowledging people from different cultural backgrounds and creating an environment that recognizes the social behaviors of others. Celebrating the richness of various cultures across the globe to encourage unity in diversity is what the World Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development Day is highlighting.
You know, Yoruba, I love their foods. Amala is one of my favorite, actually. My state, Delta State, Stash and Owo.
Lagos Island, which they are very known to a festival with Egungun and Gelede.
Experts say embracing diverse cultures in Nigeria would not only improve socio-economic values of the country, but also help boost development and tourism.
For instance, today is the World Culture Day. It is expected that we, celebrate one another's culture, appreciate all that is going on in the culture. The fact that I'm not a Yoruba person does not mean I should relegate to the background the culture that is being practiced by the Yoruba people.
Culture is a very big business right now. And I guess Nigeria is yet to really tap from the massive well of wealth that is in culture. Because you see, when a lot of people are looking at Nigeria and seeing a whole country that is culturally active, they will want to come.
Experts believe cultural awareness will help break down cultural barriers and build bridges. In Lagos,
You're watching the news on NTA2, your reach out station. Let's take a break. The news continues shortly.
Hello, children. It's that time of the year again to celebrate you, the leaders of tomorrow. NTA2 Lagos Network Center is taking this celebration to a whole new level with fun activities such as march past, school presentations, games, dance competitions, quiz, bouncing on gigantic castle, taking pictures with your favorite cartoon characters, cutting off the celebration cake, and dance with your favorite artists. There will be lots of food and drinks, and of course, plenty of gifts to cut away. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Venue, NTA2 Lagos Network Center premises, Amadubela Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Gate fee, 2,500 naira per child. Schools, churches, organizations, parents, let's come together to celebrate the future leaders. For booking, sponsorship, advert, and to be a vendor at the event, please call Monday on 0805 694 0847. Date again is Monday, 27th May 2024. Time, 10 a.m. Venue remains NTA2 Lagos Network Center premises, Amadubela Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Gate fee, 2,500 naira per child. Come one, come all. Let's celebrate our future generations. Happy Children's Day.
The counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days. You probably do not know what it is.
I believe we have fought one civil war too many in this country. So those who experience it will run away from it.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation together.
Lagos now, where Indino has an exciting report. No, Indino. In Lagos, state houses of assembly have tasked the federal government to direct relevant agencies to ensure
Welcome back. While trying to cope with their losses and start afresh after the fire outbreak that destroyed their businesses, traders at the popular Dosumu market are appealing to the Lagos state government to create a small and medium-scale arena with affordable prices for petty traders who cannot afford to rent a shop in other modern markets in the metropolis. Some affected traders made the appeal when correspondent Diana Ajale revisited the market for a situation report.
These men and women finding shelter under umbrellas are not just street hawkers, as it appears. They were once shop owners and occupants from the affected 22 buildings at Dosumu, Pedro, Idumagbo and Oba Akintoye markets, destroyed as a result of fire outbreak that occurred on the 9th of April 2024.
All the work that I do for 28 years, I was there, everything go and turn to ashes. We are just coming here. So it's just like from grade to grass.
This one is too much to bear. We are soliciting for government, if there's any way government can help us out.
Balogu Onlarewaju is one of the victims who lost shop and goods to the inferno.
You should get a small scale shops for the poor masses that, okay, maybe in a month, 12, 10, 15,000 that they can afford. Not the high modern market. You might look at the Igbo market now. They banded it to modern market. Is it people that are selling for vegetable or payment that can afford 2 million shops? No.
Other traders also speak on their plight. What is the plan to rebuild, relocate traders and those who are in buildings that failed integrity tests?
Lagos State government, they collected our name and later call us one by one day to come and fill form. We fill the form, your name, everything, your shop number, we fill everything. For the old Dosumu,
the rebuilding, we don't know about it. Whether the landlord, the owners of the land will rebuild it, or maybe probably government will come in.
Why the traders are still finding it difficult to put the incident behind them, They, however, appealed to relevant authorities to come to their aid, as life has not been the same since the fire incident.
Moving to finance. A 300% salary increase for judicial officers at the federal and state level is to come into effect soon. This is evident as Senate engages stakeholders at a public hearing on a bill to that effect. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
Salary increments coming through an executive bill from the presidency seeks to address the 17 years of stagnation of salaries and emoluments of judicial officers in Nigeria. Minister of Justice and his counterpart from the Finance Ministry said the decision of government to approve the 300% salary increase is to truly make the judiciary independent.
An attempt and an initiative to improve the lot of the judiciary to the benefit of the judiciary in particular and Nigerians in general.
A focus on judicial reform is not only about judicial remuneration. In consultation with the judiciary and other key stakeholders, we are also interested in ensuring a holistic review of our judicial system to respond to the justice needs of Nigeria.
The National Assembly wants the federal government to go a step further by improving disengagement benefits for those who served in the Temple of Justice.
In order to insulate our judiciary from the vagaries and vicissitudes of corruption, political influence, and what have you,
forge a salary and benefit structure that not only meets the basic needs of our judicial officers, but also provides the incentives and support necessary for the maintenance of a robust and independent judiciary.
Other stakeholders made suggestions on effective implementation for efficiency.
Provisions of the bill, which simply put does not recognize seniority on the bench. For example, a High Court judge appointed in 2024 by the provisions of the proposed bill will earn the same basic salary as his brother judge appointed a decade before him. It may be necessary to review the provision of the long service allowance to cure this anomaly.
Not only the judicial officers, and it's not only salary that concerns us, though it is very important.
The salary increase for judicial officers is already captured in the 2024 appropriation bill signed into law by President Bola Tinubu. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Let's join our international desk for global tidbits.
South Africa's highest court has barred former President Jacob Zuma from running for parliament in next week's general election. The Constitutional Court ruled that his 15-month prison sentence for contempt of court disqualified him. Mr. Zuma was convicted in 2021 for refusing to testify at an inquiry investigating corruption during his presidency, which ended in 2018. He has been campaigning under the banner of the newly formed Umkhonto weSizwe Party after falling out with the governing African National Congress. The Electoral Commission said Mr. Zuma's name would now be removed from MK's list of parliamentary candidates, while confirming that his image would remain on ballot papers alongside his party's logo. Elsewhere, the Democratic Republic of Congo Army says it has stopped an attempted coup against President Felix Tshisekedi in the capital, Kinshasa, involving Congolese and foreign fighters. DR Congo Army spokesperson Brigadier General Silavin Ekenge said that 50 suspects, including 3 Americans and a naturalized British citizen, have been detained. Witnesses say a group of about 20 assailants in army uniform attacked the residence and an exchange of gunfire followed. Finally, A court in Greece has abandoned the trial of 9 Egyptian men accused of causing the biggest migrant shipwreck in the Mediterranean Sea for a decade. The judges in the southern port city of Kalamata ruled they did not have jurisdiction to hear the case on the grounds the vessel sank in international waters. It is feared more than 600 people drowned last June when an overcrowded fishing boat, the Adriana, sank on its way to Europe from Libya. The Greek Coast Guard has constantly denied their actions brought about the disaster, and the authorities have rejected all claims of wrongdoing or of a cover-up.
Entertainment news is next on our lineup. Hello, and welcome to the entertainment segment of the news. The Nigerian film industry is set to receive Grammy Award-winning Nigerian musician Damini Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, who will debut as one of the film producers of a movie titled 3 Cold Dishes, which tackles human trafficking. Director of the movie, Oluseyi, called the film an African cinematic journey like no other, and the biggest Pan-African film yet. While commending the efforts of all involved, he added that the film is a testament to the strength and resilience of its characters. The movie boasts of star-studded casts such as Osas Ighodaro, Femi Jacobs, Wale Ojo, Ruby Akubweze, Brutus Richards, as well as some Ivorian and Senegalese actors. Congratulations, Burna Boy. Still on entertainment news, legendary Nollywood actor Zach Orji has refuted the rumors claiming that he is of Gabonese descent, expressing his frustration that this is not the first time false information is being spread about him. Taking to Instagram, the actor stated that not long ago that there was a rumor about his death, and now there are claims about his nationality. He says that he is a full-blooded Nigerian from Enugu State, adding that both of his parents are Nigerians. Zach says that he is proudly Nigerian and equally proud of his Nigerian heritage. Finally, famous actor Timini Ebuson has disclosed his current relationship status while sharing his thoughts on marriage. He expressed his regret for not tying the knot sooner, adding that he could have had a teenage child by now. Timini also mentioned that his preferred love languages are acts of service and words of affection, expressing his desire to be more present for his partner going forward. That concludes entertainment news. Thanks for watching. Let's join our sports desk for latest in the world of sports.
The resolve to improve sport for national unity and socio-economic growth is receiving attention as the first National Council on Sports kicks off in Enugu. The Permanent Secretary describes sport as not just a game, but a major industry with the capacity to generate employment, drive economic development, and improve public health. The event is expected to last for 3 days.
An array of experts gathered here in this hall, we shall surely come up with policies that will serve as guide for better and improved decision-making in the sports sector.
In powerlifting, the first edition of Nigeria Powerlifting Federation NPF NPC Open Championship has ended in Lagos with emphasis on discovering more talent at the grassroots. Powerlifters across the country converge on Lagos to compete in different weight categories, including squatting, bench press, and deadlift. Eze Ebuka clinched gold in the 105 kg weight after a total lift of 625 kg in the male event. Emmanuel Tuesday also smiled home with gold in the 74 kg class with a total lift of 557 kg. Islamiyat Yusuf won gold in the 76 kg class with a total of 401 kg lift in the female event, among other winners.
It is Nigerian powerlifters are needed globally to compete, whereas the strength of powerlifting lies with black men.
Whenever we have any competition at their classes, we will be using them to go and represent this great country.
In handball, Toje Mariners, Rima Strikers and Nigeria United are occupying the top of the table in the male category at the Andover Handball Premier League holding in Benin. Safety Babes, Defender Babes and Imo Grasshoppers are leading the table in the female category. In boxing, the hunt for slot continues for Team Nigeria on the road to Paris Olympics second World Qualification Tournament scheduled for 24th of May in Thailand. A team of 5 boxers are already in the host country to fight for the remaining 51 slots across 13 weight categories. With sponsor.
That's our package on NTA2 News at this time. Do stay with the NTA for more news updates and other interesting programs. I am Adejoke Odeka. Thank you for staying with us.